How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and guys, today we have an actually amazing discovery for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which is actually the way to kind of pick and choose what you want to get from none else than the item printer. Now, the item printer is found in the League Club Room over in the Indigo disc, and of course, if you go inside of there, you guys have probably used the machine, and there was no really method for actually getting anything specific from it. It was just a little bit randomized, but guess what? We have an actual way of doing it now. There's an actual method to it, and it's based on your console's system time. So basically, your Switch, what time it's set to, that's more or less what it is based on, and this was all discovered thanks to actually multiple people. It was originally discovered by Stella, SSA, and Efficio, I don't really know exactly how to say, but they're Japanese users from the Japanese community who tested and did this, and then Anubis as well as Kurt over on Twitter actually did even further details on this. So I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do in this video, so sit back, relax, and let's get started. So let me quickly demonstrate exactly how you do this. Now, first things first, we're going to turn off our actual Violet version, because the important thing about this actual method to get these 5 Master Balls every time, what's important is you got to make sure you have the Pokeball Lotto. Now, what do I mean? Well, basically, once you use the machine a few times like the item printer, eventually you will get the extra roll with the Pokeball Lotto. This specifically gives you a bunch of special Pokeballs, and you got to have that, otherwise this is not going to work. So if you want to get 5 free Master Balls, this is literally what you got to do. So first things first, I'm going to jump in the game, make sure you have the Pokeball Lotto, save in front of it, right? So I'm going to show you exactly what I've got in front of me right now. It's going to be the Pokeball Lotto. It's going to be saved right in front of my character. It's not really that complicated. Also recommended, you should probably have a phone on you. That's what I've got right here, which basically has a timer on it, right? You got to have a timer specifically for 18 seconds. So now here's what you basically got to do. Now you tab out of your game, go into your system settings, go down to the system section, and actually set your Switch's date and time. Now you got to make sure you're Chicago and America, otherwise it's not going to work. And here we're set to, of course, 7:08 p.m. on the 25th of March 2016. Once you've done that, you quickly got to go back into the game and now count down 18 seconds. Within those 18 seconds, like 2 seconds before it turns 18, click the I want to print something button. Once you've done this, this is perfect. Like, you got to be right on the dot. It has to be exactly 7:08 p.m. and 18 seconds. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You got to be right on the dot. So make sure you have, like I said, a phone or something next to you to start counting the exact moment you go back into your game. And as you can see right here, we are on the Pokeball Lotto. And now when we twist and turn it, this bad boy is going to give us something that is quite incredible. It's going to be 5. And I really mean 5 Master Balls. And again, I'm going to go further into this video right after this. This is just a demonstration of how to do this, because I want to make sure people understand how to actually do it. And there you go, guys. 5 Master Balls. Now you understand how to actually do that and how to get 5 Master Balls. But if you want to understand more about this method, as well as how to get other items, like, this is not the only, like, time frame you can use. Now, this specific time, this 2016 time, is only one, but you can actually get yourself even more stuff at different times. So let's go into that. So this right here is the tweet to start with. Scarlet and Violet item printer has been broken. The results are locked in when you open the menu for the first time. So yes, literally when you open the menu of the actual, the interaction with the item printer lady, that's when it locks in what you're gonna get. Like, it already locks it in from that point forward. With knowledge of how it determines item results, we can forecast results in the game, in the item printer, of course. He says more info soon, but he has to have an actual video here showing you exactly what you can do. Now, the code he's using, or I say code, but the time he's using is the following one: May 20th, 2016 to 11:13 a.m. for 10 rare balls. So you guys can see exactly what he does here. To do that, he goes into his Switch details. He goes into his Switch, system menu to change the time on it. Now, I'm going to have a little segment on the screen here showing you as well how to do that. It's very simple. Just simply go into your Switch options. Not very complicated. Go into the system menu, and there you can change your time. Now, he is set his to Chicago, and I guess your console also has to be set to the Americas if you want to do this on the American time. And then you can, of course, switch it back if you're in Europe or wherever else in the world you are. You can just switch it back afterwards. And of course, definitely switch it back and have it to your real time for other games, as it might cause some issues with those. But nonetheless, though, let's actually now look at what he does right here. Now, what he does is the following. Basically, he set his time to the 5th month, the 20th day, 2016, hour 2 or 2 in the morning, AM 11, and this is specifically for 10 rare balls. And if you guys watch right here, as he does it, basically what he does is he tabs right back into the game and then talks to the lady right away, okay? So like instantly, as soon as he does it, right, as soon as he's typed in this time, he goes and talks to her. Now keep in mind, you must make sure that you've upgraded your machine to its maximum. If your item printer isn't, fully to the Master Ball rank, it's not really going to give you any of this. I tried it myself and it didn't work on anything lower than that, so just a bit of a heads up. But basically, once you've done that, once you go in here, you're just going to type in 10 of them, 10 materials, and it's going to give you, well, like he said, 10 rare balls. That's specifically what this time gives you. 10 rare different balls, and as you may notice, it's going to be quite a few of them. As you can see, all of them are golden, or I guess rainbow colored. And there you go, guys. He got himself a Dream Ball, Sport Ball, Dream Ball, Friend Ball, Sport Ball, Friend Ball, Beast Ball, Safari Ball, Moon Ball, and Level Ball. And again, pretty incredible, pretty crazy discovery. And right here, we have, again, a few further details on it, which is from Kurt, who says that we can forecast these details, but also he has a hint on what's to come. Basically, it triggers 2 seconds earlier, so calibration for the screen fade. But basically, you have the following things here. For one item, you guys can get yourself on this specific date, 4/22/2024, 1:27:09 p.m. equals 1 PP max plus a bonus ball. However, if you want 10 items, right, he has the following times here. This is the big one. This one right here, the Master Ball one, is the big one in my opinion. If you guys want to get 5 Master Balls, you can kind of repeat this, but basically, if you want to get yourself 5 Master Balls, it is pretty straightforward. You got to set it to the 3rd month, the 25th, the 3rd month, the 25th day, 2016, 7:08 p.m., right? And then 5 Master Balls. And if you've done this, if you set it to exactly this, you're sorted. Once you've done that, you just got to go in the game and do exactly the same thing that he just did in this thingy right here. Just make sure your game is already open and you're standing in front of the item printer as you do it, because that's what it's going to be basing it off of. So just please keep that in mind. But again, it doesn't even end there. Once you've done this, there is going to be a way to get actually really whatever you want, and it's thanks to Kurt. Kurt actually has a special tool here to calculate and search for date time seeds. This basically allows you to look for certain ones, a calculation tool for Scarlet and Violet item printer to forecast results for various print jobs. The game uses the time_T to seed the RNG for the first launch of the printer for the rest of the session. The tool is a work in progress, so there's currently no user-friendly release until the dust settles. Keen users can compile it the same as other seed tools. So basically, yes, you're going to have to compile this tool yourself if you want to use it. But right now, if you want to get Master Balls, which is definitely the one that I think a lot of people would want to go for, or if you want to get yourself, as seen here, just like a bunch of really sick, Pokeballs, just random ones, Safari, Fast, was it Fastball? I think it was a Fastball, Sport Ball, Beast Ball, all that kind of stuff. If you want to get any of those rare balls, you simply got to set it to this time right here, May 20th, 2016, 2:11:13 a.m. And once you've set it to that, literally just make sure your game is open, right? Stand in front of the item printer, and the moment you press it, this is going to activate. Like the moment you interact with it, it's going to actually activate it. And from this on forward, it's going to be on this specific seed. So if you want to keep doing this, probably would recommend just save your game, reset, and you're going to be able to get yourself more or less an infinite supply of Pokeballs, or an infinite supply of Master Balls in this case. But yes, it's a kind of an interesting little discovery. Shout out to Anubis, as well as Kurt, and pretty much everybody involved with actually discovering this. Again, it's pretty epic, and as you may notice, he has a fully upgraded, item printer. Otherwise, this wouldn't work. I tried this on a regular item printer that isn't fully upgraded, and it didn't work. It didn't give you any of these results. So you definitely got to make sure you fully upgrade that bad boy. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything out of this. It's not really going to make a difference for you. So please keep that in mind. But like I said, if you guys want to get any of these things, pause the video. You guys can see right here. For any of them, you got the following. For 3 Dream Balls, you got to do the 4th month, 29th day, 2024 at 10:01 p.m. for 3 Dream Balls. The 3rd month, 25th, 2016 for 7:08:18 p.m. for 5 Master Balls. 4/17/2015, 11:14 a.m. for the above image, which the above image is all of these Moon Balls, Safari Balls, and Dream Balls, as well as Fast Balls. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is pretty straightforward. Again, not too complicated. I will kind of cut in some segments here of showing myself kind of doing the changing of time and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, it's a great way to get a lot of different items. Again, the actual tool here, like I mentioned, the item printer tool, it is going to be needed to be compiled by people if they want to actually use it. There is no exe to just run or a file to just run. You're gonna have to do a little bit of work to actually do it. But nonetheless, this is a great discovery. again, I'm very excited to see where this is going, like, to, you know, what's going to lead to, what kind of discoveries will be made further. Maybe some of you find even better time frames, like a better time, you know, to actually match up, a better seed for even more items that are like more consistent or better. I don't know. My point is that this is actually pretty cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to drop a like down below. Of course, if you guys want to check out any of these guys on Twitter, please do so. Again, without them, we wouldn't know any of this sort of stuff. And I already made a video about this exact subject a while back, but without knowing that the actual time changes based on what's in it, because people didn't really know how the machine actually worked or like what it was based on. And usually Pokemon does do this. They like to kind of add in random features that make no sense. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it helped you. If it does work for you, please let me know. If it doesn't work, again, make sure you upgrade your item printer. If you haven't, please do so. Otherwise, that might be causing issues. That's what did it to me. Once I actually fully upgraded it, it actually worked. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.